What's going on, football family? How's it going, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, I told you that we were going to go live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern. I told you guys that. Well, my bad. I lied. With that said, my guests got a little too excited and they're ready to rock and roll. And you know what? I'm glad they were because I had a little time this afternoon. And we're jumping on into Primetime Face Off number 3. If you haven't checked it out already, this is a new look of 3 and Out. As you can see, it's right here. We can see you. We see you. You see us. And I am here today to conclude week number 4's Primetime Face Offs. Of course, tomorrow morning, then at 9 a.m. time, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Eastern. I will be on live right here, face to face, to give you my week number 4 picks, let you know what's going on and all the good stuff there. But with that said, it's the final Primetime Face of the week. Big shout out to Mr. Dan Geis and Miss Jess for just about, an hour and a half ago, jumping on the Primetime Face Off. Well, here's another one coming at you for Monday Night Football. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Monday Night Football edition of Primetime Face Off here on 3 and Out. We have, of course, the Atlanta Falcons taking on none other than the Green Bay Packers. As you can see, we already got one of our fans. Even he has the shirt with the logo ready to rock and roll. I don't know where Brian's jersey is. I don't know where.
You'll see. Hold on. It's the Packers Hawaiian. I went through it on three.
Okay. My bad. Say about the bell.
The jersey's ready for tomorrow.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, representing the away team, he is all the way from the south, from the, as you can say, southern hospitality, all the way down from the dirty south, showing love, man, every which way, because this man knows his stuff. Oh, straight from the A, y'all, as TC would say, from the X Squad. Big shout out to the X Squad, man, kicking it with
Y'all
TC.
already know what time.
All day, man. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in here for his second time on the show. Glad to have him here. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the away team, the Atlanta Falcons, Big LowKuntry. What's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? Y'all already know what time it is, man. Rise up, A-Town down, all day.
Let's get it, brother. All righty. And welcoming, of course, his opponents. This man is a diehard. I've had him on the show so many times. He loves his Packers so much. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be quite the face-off because both of you guys are diehards. I love ladies and gentlemen, of course, welcoming him for his millionth time on 3 and Now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome me, Mr. Brian. What's going on? How you doing, man? How you doing today? That's a chest clap.
Very good, man. I'm really excited for this game, and then we'll be headed to a nice bye week.
Hey, let's get it, man. So big chest clap for both of you guys because I'm holding on. So, you know how it goes. But with that said, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get on into today's Primetime Face Off. It's going to be a good one. So let's have some fun, guys. 25 to 30 minutes. Let's bully. Let's go ahead and duke it out. See who's going to get this thing done. So first things first, guys. I got to ask a question for both of you. But this is way more for Big LowKuntry. Look, man. 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in Brian, you hear me, Brian. 2 weeks in a row. You have to win in the bag at the grocery store, get ready to take out, and it just gets stolen. Big LowKuntry, what the hell's happened to your team?
Man, have you ever had that family member that's just a little bit too extra? I think that's the case that we got going on in this situation. Sometimes it's got to the ball. But instead of just running the ball, our homegrown guy Ty Gurley, we say, hey, let's just keep throwing the ball. Our offensive coordinator, basically, any problem that he has, the answer is always throwing the ball. Hey man, how can we stop the? Let's just throw some more passes. Hey man, how can we lower taxes? Let's just throw some more passes. That's what the man keeps doing, man.
How can we lower taxes? No. don't need that. Just throw the football. Like, oh.
Man. Teams play well, man, but it's one of those situations where it's like, if you get ahead, we don't need to do anymore. Sometimes you can't be aggressive. I think the first 3 quarters we wanted to kind of, instead of stumble to the first line, we kind of crawl.
Absolutely. And real quick, man. Unfortunately, dude, I think the net's cutting out, brother. No, we had you there for a little bit, but I think I know you're outside grilling the brisket. I know you're out there. I know you're getting down the barbecue.
Okay.
But okay, so you good. I think it's getting a little bit better now, man. But man, cracking me up out there. There you go. I think we got you, man. So one more time, what was that last part you said?
Yeah, man. I was just saying that it's one of those situations where the first three quarters, we're one of the best teams in football, I believe. But whenever we get to that fourth quarter, instead of crawling to the finish line, we we kind of get carried there.
Now, Brian, I don't want to piss off Big LowKuntry. I really don't. But there's one thing I want to say real quick, brother. In the last 2, you get any Super Bowl flashbacks?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Some things you just got to kind of learn how to live with, man.
Guys, I'm a Raider fan. You can rip on me all day. It is what it is. But I know what you mean. It is what it is. Hey, it's a new week, and you're taking on these Packers, man. So with that said, Brian, really, dude, really, and Big LowKuntry, you can chime in all you want on this. Brian, of course, first addressed the Falcons and talked about what on earth that point of view this happened the last 2 weeks. And then, of course, what is up with these Packers, dude? Like, no Devontae, it's cool. Like, I mean, what the hell? Like, you guys, like, can you not do bad or something? Like, explain.
Well, all right, I'll start off with the Falcons. I think it's just kind of that team was most of those players were on that Super Bowl team, and I know when the Packers had that devastating loss in the playoffs to the Seahawks with that historic collapse and gave that game away, they had to pretty much restart, and they really couldn't. They had a tough couple seasons trying to get over that, and this is kind of just for the Falcons. I think is a lot of that where they're up at the end of the game, and in the back of their head they're still thinking, man, we might still lose this.
Yeah.
So I hope for them they can get over this after this week. But for me, it's a tough thing for the Packers with their health at wide receiver. But honestly, the Falcons are a good team to play against at the moment because they've struggled with the pass so far. If they stick with the run, like he was pointing out, Todd Gurley's been playing really well for them, but they don't stick with it. And the Packers' run defense is pretty bad. So if they could, they might be able to do that. But again, in the fourth quarter, they're still going to be thinking about it, and I think they're going to get away from the run again. And I think we're going to see a lot of what happened in week 1. They did a lot of motion with Tyler Ervin, moving him around, a lot of receivers moving around, doing a lot of that Kyle Shanahan offense and McVay, what you see with them moving the wide receivers around, trying to confuse the defense. And then they let Valdez-Scantling sneak behind the defense and take a deep shot. That's their offensive plan, hopefully.
You guys, well, we're going to get into that a little bit, but my gosh, man, those Packers, it's like you guys are incapable, man. Like, I don't get it. That team is just damn good. They are. And by the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, I think Big LowKuntry said one of the best things I ever heard in my entire life on this show. I've been doing the show for 7 years now, and my goodness, seven seasons, and my goodness, hearing Big LowKuntry say, that Alien is just too extra. That's one of the best quotes I ever heard in my life. That was hilarious. Man. So he's trying to do too much, trying to lower people's pass the ball.
Man, it's rough, man. It's rough. I think, kind of piggybacking off of what Brian was saying, it's like last week, before another fourth quarter collapse, Ty Gurley, he was averaging 5.6 yards a carry, and Brian Hill was averaging 6.4 yards a carry. And, we just went away from it, man. Just went away from it.
You guys, man. You guys are something else. But I'll tell you what, there's going to be some fun stuff this week. Your 2 teams are about to get down. It's on like Econ. We about to get down on Monday night. It's going to be fun. It's a new week. Falcons. Maybe you want to play 4. The game is 4. Just in case the Falcons didn't know, the game is 4 quarters. Just in case they were misinformed, there are 4 quarters. And as for the Packers, I mean, my goodness, I don't understand it, but hey, if Devontae and Lazard, Roger might go up, you guys still look like a free Hall of Fame football team. So I'm just saying, you guys, we're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna have fun here, but let's get down with it, y'all. Here we go. First things first, everybody listening, thank you for tuning in. It's time to jump on into the face-off and get on into X Factor. You know it, I know it, we all know it. X Factor is fun to talk about because, gosh darn it, they can be what sparks the entire game. Without further ado, starting with the away team, Big LowKuntry. Let us know, brother. Tell us, man, who are your X Factor for this game and why?
Well, to be completely honest with you, I think our X factor for the Falcons, I think it might be I think it's going to I think it might be Julio Jones. I know that it sounds kind of obvious, but he did miss last week's game. Calvin really has kind of emerged. He's kind of came onto the scene. So I think it might be one of those situations where Julio's not going to get as many double teams. They might not be shifting that defense over to his side as much. So and look, Brian, I hate to say it, man, but we all know how Julio Jones does against the Packers. We all know what that man does against the Packers. So I think that if we can run the ball, we might see some play action deep shots. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, some X Factors there. Brian, you follow up, brother? X Factors.
For the Packers, I think it's going to be Valdes-Scantling. He needs to play like he did in Week 1, but not drop a few easy passes. He made some big plays deep, and he dropped a couple easy ones. He needs to just get more consistent because I think he's going to get open. It's just going to be, can he make the plays if he's going to have to be the number one guy if Devontae can't go for Monday. And then if it's him out there, we're going to have Tyler Ervin playing that kind of slasher, running back / wide receiver, getting handoffs on jet sweeps and stuff. Those plays need to happen. Take some of the pressure off the other wide receivers that are going to be playing and having to step up.
I think so. Okay, so both of you for X Factors. Let's go ahead and get on in to the thing with all the light. Because this one's always fun. By the way, let's jump into the comments real quick. Big ups to Mr. Terran Rodriguez says, good afternoon. Show a YouTube fan. Well, thank you for all the stuff here at iSports Radio. My name is Terran Rodriguez, by the way, the host of the SoCal Spring Sports Show. This man hosts the Set Point Football Show. He's competition. Those guys holds it up when I'm not around while here. He says, he's already gotten to. He says, I got the Packers winning on Monday night. Oh man, Big LowKuntry. He's already against you there. He says, I got the Packers winning on Monday. The Falcons defense has been disappointing, having given up 30 or more points in all of the games. Plus, Julio Jones really are questionable for Atlanta. The Falcons defense needs a search and rescue team. I hear the Falcons have a sponsorship with Nike, but instead of the motto being just do it, it's just blew it. God dang it. Oh my goodness. Oh my Herod, you're a cold dude. You are where's your God, Antarctica? Like you're a cold cat. This is sad. He says the Packers are also no Devontae Adams, no Adam Lazard. This is where drafting a wide receiver would have been helpful. And I know he's go ahead and he is talking about, of course, which Favre was also there for drafted Rodgers. I think that worked out pretty good. So I don't know. I'm just saying. So with that said, guys, you guys want to? It doesn't matter which order, but you guys want to comment on any of those comments there?
Hey man, I definitely agree with you. I know that our defense has not been showing up here lately. But look, man, you got to remember that those Packers over there, their defense hasn't been looking too hot either now. I mean, they've been giving up close to 30 points a game as well. And, we got that young man, Matthew Thomas Ryan, coming in there. So, look, at the end of the day, we're going to have an old Western shootout. I think we're going to bring the fire. We got a very desperate team. And, look, if y'all want to try to make some money, you might want to bet on the Falcons this week. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, okay, Brian, what you got to say about that and those comments there, man? What do you think?
First, I'll touch on that comment. I haven't seen many rookie wide receivers lighten it up, so they'd have another body probably, but I don't know how much they contribute in week 4. We'll see go through the rest of the season. But I'd have to agree. I think we're going to have a shootout. As long as the Falcons kind of play into that and will throw the ball, that's going to be helpful to the Packers defense. As bad as they are on the run, with Jair Alexander and Kevin King on the corners, they give up a big play now and then, but they're pretty good. And with their strength is pass rush. So we can get the Falcons away from running the ball. The score will get high, but I think they can make a few more stops in a good old shootout. So we'll see if Aaron Rodgers can get that shootout going.
I like it. Okay, so let's continue on to that. I like it. Look, there's a handicap on one side. Well, it's kind of the side. The Falcons don't have too many injuries, but they do. There is here and there. The Packers have all the injuries you think of. The thing was that time the Falcons are like weird. I don't know. I don't know what's their lunch. I don't know if they bubble guts. I don't know what's going on over there. But that said, let's get on into the lightning round and talk a little crap. I love this round, Brian. I've been in these before, so you know what this is all about. Big LowKuntry, it's time for you to, say a little thing or two, and it's all in fun. But these are respectful, these are mean, ugly, however you want to be, gentlemen. So here we go. Lightning round, let's get it. Big LowKuntry, you are the away. You will start first. What are some weaknesses on the Packers that you feel that your Falcons can exploit to earn the victory on Monday night?
I think the weaknesses for the Packers are their rush defense. I think, if we could get our zone blocking scheme going the way that we're supposed to, get our linemen to that second level to pick up those linebackers and those safeties. Ty Gurley has the potential to have a really, really big game. I hear that, if I'm not mistaken, Brian, I think is he questionable for this week?
I haven't heard anything about Alexander. I know Kenny Clark. It doesn't sound like he's coming back, so
okay.
Can really get his yards.
So look, man, if we could get that running game going and do some play action, I think that that Packers secondary, they might get the draws burnt off this weekend. That's all I'm saying. So, we'll see how it goes, but it's going to be a shootout. But like I said, if we could turn it from 3 quarters to 4 quarters, we might get a W this week.
Uh-oh. Brian, first of all, comment on what he had to say and then talk on the Falcons.
I think there's a little overconfidence on the secondary falling apart. When Julio tore him apart, we were in the situation we are now with the wide receivers with all of them injured. We had street guys playing against Julio, and that's never going to work. And he ran wild. I know he's going to get his yards too, and so will Gurley. But like the earlier games this year, offenses have done what they needed to do, but it's not enough to keep up with the Packers offense. It's going to be on that Falcons defense. They're going to have to stop the Packers offense, which I believe has only had about 3 punts through 3 weeks so far. So if they can't stop them, I'm not really worried about the defense. They need to figure out their stuff for the playoffs. But right now, as long as the offense is hot, it's going to be just get a few sacks, get a few stops, and that'll be enough to win it.
Well, as Terrence says here in the chat room, quoting C.J. Smith, and Aaron is a bad man. He is.
He is.
Gosh, I mean, stop. It's hard for him. I mean, it's hard.
And he's pissed off this year too. So
that's true.
And he's pissed off. And I don't know what the heck with anything. Cow. I don't like the golden bear. I'm not a golden bear. Trojans off. They fight on me. Anyway, sorry. But I guess that was irrelevant. Regardless, Aaron Rodgers is probably one of the best, if not the best quarterback of this entire camp era. Besides, of course, say what you want to say. Everybody out there, my piece of mind about this. I still give Tom Brady be the man behind God. Just saying. Regardless, though, Rodgers are like him, and they're all no clump on the top of my. They're amazing quarterbacks. Rodgers is probably one of the competitive people you will ever meet, ever. So, you will see whoever seek me.
Man, I put it to you like this, bro. Give me Aaron Rodgers over Tom Brady any day. Any day. I feel like, Aaron Rod. I mean, I feel like Tom Brady. He was just in a great situation in New England. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers' talent, next to Tom Brady's talent, Aaron Rodgers every day.
It's a good debate because I still feel that it's Bill. At the end of the day, it's Bill.
Yeah.
When the hoodie goes, that's not the era. The hoodie is the real deal.
Yeah.
But Rodgers has been multiple. I mean, what do you guys have to say about that?
I mean,
again, for me, between the debate, it's excitement to watch. I'd rather watch the way Aaron Rodgers plays than I would as a fan than Tom Brady. Yeah, I want the championships, but week in and week out, I'd rather watch the same thing I enjoy watching Favre, just the throws that they make sometimes is more entertaining than Brady.
Beautiful. It's beautiful, man.
Poetry in motion. It really is, guys. So let's go ahead. We're not gliding around. Let's go ahead and have some fun here and get on into the game. Before we go ahead further, Big LowKuntry, rebound real quick. You heard the week had to say about the Falcons. What are you gonna say about that real fast?
Hey man, I understand Julio. Last time he burned y'all up. Y'all had some street guys out there, but I don't think it really matters. It doesn't matter if it's a street guy or if it's Patrick Peterson or if it's Richard Sherman or Marcus Lattimore. I mean, at the end of the day, we call that man Julio End Zone Jones for a reason, bro.
Man, I thought Big LowKuntry was gonna start naming. I don't care if it's Night Train Lane or Mel Blunt. I was like, I was waiting for it right now. Man, hey, Julio's speed is probably one of the most unreal things. Big LowKuntry, you and I talked about this on 8 days. His speed is probably one of the most unreal things you've ever seen in your life. Got so much. He's an athlete, and I can't ever not say it. You can't expect him, and nobody. You can be in the NFC South and not like the Falcons and hate them, but you can't knock. It was that windy. You can't knock Rodgers. Sorry, my gosh. But one day I always love to see that. I was the Pro Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, to Julio Jones, man. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be?
That'd be beautiful, beautiful.
So, with that said, let's get into the fire round, guys. Almost out of here. Have some fun. By the way, thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate y'all tuning on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. We got Brian hanging out over there in the sunlight. We got Big LowKuntry getting ready to go out there and grill some brisket at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time over there. So let's get on to the fire round and talk game. I think you guys have been touching on game plan this entire time, but let's go ahead and solidify it. Big LowKuntry, what is your game plan tomorrow as a diehard fan for the Falcons to do to knock off the very tough, even injured, but it doesn't matter, tough Packers team?
Well, to be completely honest with you, my main concern is the Packers' offensive line. I think a lot of people haven't realized how well their offensive line has played this year. And of course, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is just playing on a whole nother level right now. They done pissed that man off. I don't know why they do. Maybe it was a smart thing that they pissed him off because he's playing lights out. So just like Brian said earlier, we don't want it to be a shootout, and I wouldn't want it to be a shootout. I would want it for us to run the ball and keep the game in the 20s. But that's in a perfect world. We all know the tendencies of our offensive coordinator. I think it's one of those situations where if we could run the ball 30 times, I believe we would have a really, really good chance to win. And just pick and choose our spots, keep Matt Ryan's passing attempts in the 20s. That would be the ideal situation for us to possibly win this game.
I completely agree with you. Here, but absolutely, man, great stuff there. Great game. So before we move on, is Brian? What do you think? He's got something there.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with that game plan. And like he's saying, we're going to be banking on, like many of the other teams, the weakness of the Packers is the run game, and only a handful of teams have ever stuck with it enough to win. And most of the other teams get frustrated and go lean on the passing game, and that's where they end up having to go in a shootout and try and out-duel Aaron Rodgers. So if they do, if Todd Gurley gets going early and can build them a lead and play with that lead, they will have a very good chance to be in the game and potentially come away with a victory.
Okay, now what about your Packers? What do they got to do, man, to win this thing?
They got to come out again like they did in week one when we were playing divisional opponent. They did a lot more of what we were hoping for last year with Matt LaFleur's offense, a lot of motion, a lot of moving pieces around. Without the wide receivers, we can't just line up and hope that they're going to get open all the time. They're going to have to try and manufacture that by moving the receivers around, using pieces like Tyler Irvin. He's very quick and is going to cause a little bit of problems if you can get him outside one-on-one against somebody. And if they can get continue their scoring right away early and get some points on the board quickly, it's going to force the Falcons to kind of go away from running the ball, and that's exactly what the Packers defense wants. They have really good pass rushers. They have a secondary that is opportunistic, and that'll just be what they want, a good old shootout, and hopefully they can make a few plays and hold them to less than what the Packers score.
Well, there you have it, gentlemen. Now, quick and dirty, Big LowKuntry. What do you think about that game plan? I mean, you think it's actually something, or you're like Brian Rocheleau? What do you think?
I completely agree with it. I think if it does turn into a shootout, the ball is in the Packers' court because at the end of the day, man, it'll be like trying to stop a nose leak, man. I mean, we wouldn't be able to do it. I think just like I said earlier, the best bet for us would be to just kind of run the ball, take it old school and pound the rock.
I'll take it. So with that said, this is big, man. We didn't have very many voters because once again I dropped the ball, especially for today. I put out last minute. I'm getting used to this new structure of 3 and a half. Working a lot better, with a lot more research. Unfortunately, the voting poll suffered a little bit, so it's not 100%. That's not all the listeners, but a few people voted, and well, we do have a result. So, with 67% of the votes here today, you, the listeners, on Monday night are taking the Green Bay Packers
Man.
on Monday night. Man, I'll tell you, that was a lot of gentlemen. I don't even have a winner for you guys out of the debate. That was a fun one. I might get called to the time for the week. I don't have my listeners to help me out with who won the debate, and I don't feel comfortable picking both of you. So, with that said, let's go with the winner here real quick. Brian, what do you think about the listeners' pick?
I think they got it right. And again, thanks for all the fans out there voting. Make sure to check out the game. It's going to be a good one on Monday night.
It sure is. Big LowKuntry. Do you have a word for these fans picked against your Falcons?
Hey, I just want to let y'all know that I don't agree with your decision, but I completely respect it. Hey, everybody doesn't make the right decision all the time, and whenever y'all come on and y'all listen to Larry B on Tuesday, hey Larry, if you get a chance, could you just tell everybody that I told you so on Tuesday for me?
I'll have to put up a banner right here at the bottom of the screen. It's like, Big LowKuntry said, it's like, look, gentlemen, I'll so forward to have you guys back, man. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Thank you so much. Brian and I were playing the Twitter tag for like a month, freaking for trying for 8 Division 8 days. Just didn't work out. As for Big LowKuntry, Taryn said, I voted for Green Bay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, you got an acronym.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hey, but like I said, check out my boy Larry B on Tuesday. He'll recap everything for you.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun, man. You guys can join me then if you have fun. So, gentlemen, I'm so thankful for y'all joining us here today. Big LowKuntry, where can they find you, man? All the things, all the publications, everything, whatever, man. Twitter handle, whatever you want to shout out there. Where our Falcons fans find you? Rise up.
Rise up. A-Town down. Hey, it's my boy. It's my name, Big LowKuntry. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. Handle is at Big LowKuntry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm from the country, so it's spelled Kuntry. I We actually have our own show as well in Atlanta called ATLian Sports Zone. And, check us out, man. Atlanta Falcons Nation, rise up.
There you go. Okay. Well, with that said, go Brian. Where can these diehard Packers find you, man? Anything you do with publications or anything?
We have me and my co-host. We have a podcast, the G Spot Packers podcast. Check us out at the G Spot Packer One. Feel free to have a listen and go Pack Go.
Here we go. Taryn is saying his final piece for the day. Packers 42-28. Okay, Taryn is with it. Big LowKuntry, can you give us a score? You can predict it. Some people don't like to do it, okay, but if you'd like to, would you like to predict the score for a minute?
My prediction is going to be, let's see, I'm going to say 35-31 Falcons.
Woo! That's a shootout. I feel like, all right, what about you, man? Final score?
I was going 38-33.
Shootouts all day. We got Aaron with 42-28. I don't even know if the game's going to be high scoring. It's going to be fun. So, with that said, I thank you so much for being a part of today's show. LowKuntry, enjoy that brisket. Brian, I don't know if you're barbecue, whatever you're doing today, but enjoy your weekend. Both of you guys, thanks for your time today. It was a lot of fun. Take care. God bless both of your families. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll talk about it there. I'll take care.
All right, man. Y'all be easy.
Have a good one. See you guys.
Take care, guys. All righty, y'all. That, of course, was Big LowKuntry. And, of course, Mr. Brian, man. Great dude, man. Great people. And it's time for my final weigh-in. Well, it's really going to be easy because I didn't even know that Lazard was out too, man. But the Packers keep on rolling. The Falcons have had a tough couple of weeks. I think it's going to be a shootout as well. I mean, I personally think right now the Packers are just playing at a high level no matter what. That defense is actually an unsung hero, and I'm really excited to see what they can do. Now, as for the Falcons, they have everything they need, but can they stop collapsing? We're going to find out. I would love to say the Falcons are going to make this an extremely exciting game, and I want that. But I just feel like the Packers may take over by mid-fourth quarter and might kind of seal it. Regardless, we're going to find out what it is. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead. I got my final weigh-in for you guys. I am taking the Green Bay Packers to win this thing. Final score, 35-24. The Falcons can score points. They can. But the Packers can score more. Like I'm saying, and I think the defense is going to be able to stop the Falcons way more. And the Falcons defense will be able to stop the Packers. That sounds so elementary, right? But it is. That's exactly what it is, guys. The Packers defense is pretty good, actually. Pretty damn strong. And as for the Falcons, it's just they're there, but they're not. So Taryn says here, Packers have scored 37 plus points in all their games. I remember Aaron Rodgers even said, commenting on that. He's like, I didn't even, I wasn't even expecting that or whatever to put up what they did on the Saints. So I don't know. It's what it is, guys. But that was a lot of fun, and that was a great face-off. So with that said, y'all, that is going to do it for all 3 primetime face-offs of today, or of this week, of week 4. Big shout out to all of our guests this week who are on, of course, today. Big LowKuntry and Brian, man. It was a lot of fun having both those guys on today. So with that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time. 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern, right here to give you my final weigh-in of the week, give you all of my picks, all the good stuff here, and let you know what I think and how I feel things are going to roll out and go down in week number 4 of the NFL. With that said, y'all, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, y'all, so Larry B signing off. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.